Hold on. Somebody say I don't got no sound. Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. I think my mic was muted. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. And then I'm going to start my motherfucking song back over. Okay. I think the mic was muted. I don't know who the fuck. Okay. Now I'm going to start my goddamn song back over. Okay. We good. Okay. Everybody said they can hear me now. We good. We gonna talk about this shit. Let me put the word out where we at. Let everybody know what the fuck going on. We gonna talk about some shit tonight, of course. I'm gonna give people a little bit more time to get in here because we're dealing with a different situation right now. Different circumstances. We'll talk about those circumstances. Y'all make sure you sub to the channel. Brother Dylan, shout out to you. Make sure you sub to this channel because I'll be doing my live streams from here for a while. What's up, Brittany? Georgia, Savannah. Diamond, Whitney, shout out to you, Rob. Y'all already know what it is. Rent Radio, what is up? Sincere, all one, what is up? Mad love, everybody that's in here. Like I said, y'all, I'm gonna give people a little bit more time. Y'all go ahead and click that like button. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that sub button so we can get that done already. Let me give people some time. Yeah. What's up, Regular Joe? Robert Walker says Cynthia sent me. A couple of y'all said Cynthia sent you. Shout out to Cynthia G for sending y'all over here to fuck with me. A couple of y'all. What's up, Jeremy Lane, the loyal or the true royal family? What is up? Let me pull my shit up over here. Okay. I love this picture. I do. Let me make it my whole screen for a second. No, I ain't need to do that. Well, that's cool. I love that picture. What is up, Sid? Somebody said Sid sent us. She sent the whole mob over here. What is up, y'all? Okay, let me turn this music down. Oh shit, I gotta take my picture down first. Turn this music down, y'all. Okay. Now let me get my shit back up. I need this to not be that, but this one, I need this one to do that. Okay. A lot of y'all over here fucking with seeing. Goodness. What is up, y'all? Again, shout out Cynthia G for getting y'all over here, y'all. We're going to talk about some shit tonight. Couple things. First, we're going to talk about how we even got here. The fact that I'm even having to stream from this channel. Apparently, someone or some, I'm going to assume a black person. I don't know whether it was male or female. I don't know. I'm going to assume a black person was mad at the Tyrese video I did. So I was flagged for bullying and harassment. I've already talked to y'all about motherfucking black people being your biggest adversary. Anybody doing this, anybody in this light, anybody that is trying to free the mind and liberate the mind of black people, educate black people, make black people understand the situation that we're in. What's up, Cynthia? Make people understand the situation that we're in. You're going to get the biggest adversary is going to be other black people. Oddly enough, it'll be other black people. Somebody black had to flag my shit because white folk ain't even checking for my no Tyrese video like that. But a lot of black people were angry at the video I made. Now, if you've been following the saga of Tyrese and his fuckery, then you see that people were kind of right to laugh his motherfucking ass out because he's incriminating himself all on film, crying still on videos, having his silent protests with Chuck Taylors and shit. The motherfucker is losing his motherfucking mind. Lied about Will Smith and Jada loaning him $5 million, all on social media. The motherfucker done lost his shit. Me saying this, me laughing his ass out and telling him to sit the fuck down somewhere, that caused a problem amongst black folk, because black folk are always caping for celebrities. That's who we cape for. Tyrese ain't dropped no knowledge about what's going on as far as the history is concerned or educating anybody. I simply was telling Tyrese he needs to shut the fuck up before he incriminates himself and makes himself look like he's unfit to even have his child with him. Apparently, he had a weekend. He was supposed to go visit with his daughter. He didn't show. Instead, he was at somewhere, some yoga retreat, making videos, dancing and crying and cooking or some shit like that. I can't keep up with the motherfucker no more. Seriously. A lot of people I saw made the issue about child support and the black woman being the biggest enemy of the black man and all this shit like that. And that wasn't the issue for me. It was, look at this motherfucker being a bitch on film, on camera. How the fuck is anybody supposed to take him seriously? How is anybody supposed to, look at his mindset and think that this person is fit to be around a child? Black folk was mad about that. Black folk always mad about the dumbest shit ever made. Meanwhile, in real life, white folk running around shooting up churches. This is what's going on. I'm not going to say the motherfucker's name that shot the church up. I don't even want to shout him out. What we're going to deal with is the fact that this country continues to ignore its problem. This country always ignores its problem and deflects the issue over to being black folk, which is why the FBI has the black identity extremists. Some of you are privy to that information. If you're not, just Google black identity extremists. The FBI have come out and made this with some RBG shit and some Malcolm type shit, some Black Panther shit. They've made all of that a problem. If you identify with Black Lives Matter, that's a problem. Meanwhile, they're ignoring their own pathology. They always have ignored their own pathology. They always ignored their own fucking mental illnesses and make them pay attention to us. Now you got this white boy that ran up in this motherfucking church, shot down, I want to say 20 people and a newborn baby, if I'm not mistaken. This dude, let me tell y'all what I've read about this dude. What I've read about him is that he was discharged from the military because he made threats to his officers about some guns. Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna come here and murder y'all. Obsessed with mass shootings. This is on his now profile that they're reading after the fact. This is what they'll do as they continue to criminalize the image of me and criminalize the image of you. This is what this government will do instead of dealing with its own problems out here. They still ain't gave us any motherfucking answers for the shit that happened in Nevada. I think about 20 people died here. About 50 some odd people died in Nevada. They're ignoring all of that. And if you say anything to any white folk about it, they'll want to talk to you about the hood and would be black on black crime. This is the deflection tactics that they'll use. And thus far, they've worked. Thus far, they've worked because one thing about black people is that black people are not paying attention to the tactics that are being used. They want to call people that talk about things like this, even your own, will call you a conspiracy theorist. They'll talk about that. You can tell them about COINTELPRO all you want to. You can talk to them about J. Edgar Hoover and the task or the whole team he set up to come at black folk. They'll call you a conspiracy theorist for that. This is other black people. And white people, of course, going to use this narrative because it fits to, they shouldn't be profiled. They shouldn't be the ones that, people locking their motherfucking doors when they walk by. That's not the image that this society wants to perpetuate about its own people. Donald Trump come out and he said that this is not an issue, a gun issue, it's a mental illness issue. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about Donald Trump saying that, because when people were black people, I was seeing that black people were posting that. We're posting this bullshit. Well, Donald Trump said this. Every president that has come out, it doesn't matter the mass shooting that takes place. This is the narrative. every single time. So it's not like Donald Trump is saying something that is different or new. I get tired of y'all acting like Donald Trump is doing some new hot shit or this government is doing some new hot shit. They always say it's a mental illness when it comes down to white folk. Period. They'll talk about the mental issue and they talk about the gangbanger that's shooting somebody in the hood. They don't talk about the pathology that comes along with that. They don't talk about the situation those black people are in when they are actually doing those types of things to one another. They don't talk about the programming that taught you to hate your motherfucking self and love them. Hate you, hate your own, love them. They don't want to talk about that, but they'll dig into the mental problems of white folk. Same thing, they've turned this opioid addiction that they have, this overdose, and these motherfuckers dying out here. They turn that into a mental problem. Black folk, we don't get that type of shit. We don't get that type of treatment. We don't even give that type of treatment to each other. Because that's not what we do. White people are on code. This government is on code with its own people at all times. So every time a random ass white man goes ham on his own people, they don't say or use the phrase white on white crime. They will not use that phrase. They refuse to use that phrase. When in actuality, all it is that the crime or murder or rape or whatever you're doing is going to happen typically into those in the area around you, those in closest proximity to you. Doesn't matter who it is. You find a Chinese neighborhood, the crime that takes place in that Chinese neighborhood will be Chinese motherfuckers going ham on other Chinese motherfuckers. Don't nobody call it yellow on yellow crime. No one does that. Black people are only people to get treated like that. Period. They will study the mentality of white people in this country to justify their very savage ways. Have been savage historically. Always have been. These things will be ignored. Y'all act like Donald Trump said some new shit. Oh, it's mental. It doesn't matter if Barack Obama would have been the motherfucking president. He would have said, oh, it's not the guns. It is the fact that this person has a mental illness because the NRA is lobbying, paying big money to the government. Even when they come out here and start talking about gun rights, understand that it's about money. The NRA is in the pocket, or the government is in the pocket of the NRA. So they'll talk about it. Make you feel like they're going to do something about it. Maybe they'll put armed guards at churches now. And when we talk about the church that got burnt down, I seen another story about a church that got burnt down by some other random ass white person. Because they love bombing churches. They love shooting up churches too, apparently. This is what the fuck they're doing. But this won't be dealt with as a, well, let's look at these people and see what the fuck is wrong with white folk. That'll never happen. This government won't do that. They'll try to foster up some sympathy in the people to make people understand that, oh, he was troubled. Not in the hood, though. The fact that you're waking up in a fucking war zone every day, you got crackheads running around here doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You're in conditions that are not fit for a child to even be raised in. But they don't even talk about that. A lot of these white folk come from two-parent homes. Two-parent homes. Now, what we're telling people about black people is, well, you know, if black people are raised by a single black mother, then it leads to these situations. It is the conditions that these situations, middle class white people have both parents, motherfuckers be making decent income and everything, and these motherfuckers still crazy. How do you explain that, white America? How do you explain this problem? How do you continue to be this fucking hypocritical and not break down your own people? This is what the fuck we're dealing with out here. And when you have other black people who will deny this information, this is conspiracy information, when it's very clear, the hypocrisy is very clear as how this country treats people of color. I'm not going to say I don't give a fuck about the fact that these people got shot up in this goddamn church. I'm not going to say I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, y'all keep ignoring your people. Well, this is what the fuck is going to happen. This is what's going to continue to happen because y'all are feeling real safe around middle-aged white men. Y'all feel real safe around them, and you shouldn't. You should be terrified. But that's not what white people being taught. They're taught to be terrified of me. I got tattoos and stuff. My pants ain't all the way up to this motherfucker, you know. I'm urban. So you supposed to be scared of me. And even if I put a goddamn suit on, my skin is black. So you still supposed to be scared of me. You're not worried about that white man over there who's more likely to shoot up not only you, but wherever you are, shoot up the whole goddamn building. This is what the fuck we're dealing with out here, and this society continues to ignore it. I'm not about to worry about this shit. These mass shootings, white boys, white men are running around out here killing white folk. That's what's going on. So that's not my issue. This country continues to ignore it. That's not my motherfucking issue. Until CNN, Fox, some of these fucking bullshit ass news stations, until they start digging into what the fuck is wrong with white folk, 2-parent household, white privilege and everything going for them, and they still running around out here murdering their own people. And this country continues to make motherfucking excuses for it. How do you explain that? Oh, I had to refresh my shit. My shit froze up. My bad, y'all. Had to refresh it real quick. Understand that. Exactly. Some of y'all understand what I'm saying because, you know, Sharonda Antoinette says, those are the monsters they created. Shrug life. Man, love you respecting that shrug life. But these are the people. Exactly. They continue to ignore these white boys, these white men running around out here raping and going ham. They continue to ignore them because they want everybody looking at us. They're killing themselves, overdosing on opioids. Now that's a mental illness, right? When it was crack, it wasn't a mental illness. It was a crime. You going to prison. But now they're trying to heal those people. Not dealing with the fact, well, what they addicted for. What's the problem with them? And we're talking about upper middle class white folk now. They get addicted to pills. What's their problem? Had both parents, had everything. What's their problem? Because clearly you need to be looking at the mentality of these motherfuckers. But America won't. So the American people, and particularly white people, will continue to fucking suffer. And I can't really have any sympathy for that. I have no sympathy for that. This whole entire government is targeted towards black folk, black men in particular, which segues me into Meek Mill situation. Because I'm not gonna keep dealing with these white folk. Let them run around killing each other. Let them overdose on opioids. That's on them. At some point, they're gonna have to deal with their shit. But black people understand that there's a reason that you have been stereotyped. There's a reason that image have been put out of you like that, so white folks scared of you. There's a reason for that. And now they got to look at themselves. And they should have been looking at themselves, but now they have to. So, you know, white folk gonna continue to go ham, that's on them. But we go to a situation, Meek Mill situation. Now, I saw this come up when I first saw it. Meek Mill got 2 to 4 years for violating probation. When I first saw the story, I said, oh, shit. Meek Mill's on probation, first and foremost, from a gun charge and some drug charges that he caught back in, I want to say 2009. I could be wrong. He's on probation, on probation, and he violated his probation. I think he went out of the state or some shit when he wasn't supposed to or something like that. Meek Mill facing 2 to 4 years in prison by a black female judge. And this is, I want to stop here and say that when I tell y'all that I do not believe that we should be hoisting up black people to get put into positions in law enforcement, in the government, whether it be for lawyers, judges, it doesn't fucking matter until you see what type of motherfucking people they are. I don't care that people are black. I do not. Same thing, they sent y'all this goddamn black president, and it didn't mean anything. Okay? That blackface shit does not matter to me if you are still working for in the construct of white supremacy. Okay, my apologies. Somebody corrected me and said it was a prosecutor, not a judge. Fine. Okay. Prosecutor. It doesn't matter to me that people are black. I don't care about that. And people are saying that I'm fucked up for that. But understand, this is the type of shit that is wild. Now, when I saw this story initially, I said, oh shit, Meek Mill's out here done violated his probation, doing 2 to 4 years. And I shrugged. Not gonna lie to y'all. That's not what we're here to do. I'm not here to lie to y'all. I shrugged. Okay, well, he violated his probation. This motherfucker's rich. What the fuck? Because I have to talk about two sides of the situation. I saw people caping for Meek. I seen people that were posting, prayers, sending, black folk always sending prayers and shit to motherfuckers. Like that shit means something. But sending prayers and shit like that. Jay-Z came out and said something. But now, Meek Mill, actually, there is let me pull this guy up. This man here, a white man, says Governor of Pennsylvania files petition demanding that Meek's sentence be reevaluated. Quotes here, he has made positive contributions to many communities and programs. So even got the governor of Pennsylvania came out and caped for him. And this after Jay-Z came out and caped for him. That's that Illuminati shit. That's that Illuminati shit. You got connections a little bit. I don't think Jay-Z gonna ever go to jail or prison or no shit like that. He's deep in the game, right? He's deep in the game. I think he done like, yo, what the fuck going on? That's too harsh of a sentence. Now, if you, the prosecutor, from my understanding, the only reason that she even gave him that type of sentence because Meek Mill did not want to do a song, a remake of Boys to Men, and shout her out in the song. Says now that she wants him to sign to her homegirl's record label. Of all the motherfucking things. Of all the motherfucking things. Meek Mill didn't want to sign. He didn't want to shout her out. Now, his lawyers, of course, they're going to go ham on her. They're going to, revisit the case and everything like that. And, but you have to look at this situation as to, one, the governor of Pennsylvania comes out for Meek Mill. Not all the other black men in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania that are being given harsh sentences for little to no fucking reason. So when I saw this, I'm okay. I'm happy for Meek Mill, but I'm like, God damn, this system has been giving black people harsh sentences for decades. What about the rest of these black people that don't know how to rap? And then you got this black prosecutor that's going to do some fucked up shit like that. But then I have to look at Meek Mill. I saw videos where people were exonerating Meek Mill, talking about this system. And y'all know I don't fuck with this system at all in any type of way. It's always targeted black people. That's what the fuck it was built for, to have a new form of slavery. That's all it is. But if you're a rich man and you on probation, and the terms of your probation is for you to not leave the state lines, whatever those are, don't you sit your ass down? I sit my ass down. Don't know about anybody else, but I sit my ass down. So I'm not pardoning Meek Mill for being out here doing dumb shit. I will not pardon him for that shit. Riding dirt bikes on a motherfucking, this dude, 30-year-old man. I'm not pardoning him for that shit. Now, I do know this system is fucked up, but I'm not going to pardon him based on the fact that he was giving terms of his probation. If you violate this probation, you might fuck around, face some time. What he may have thought was that because he got a little money, that he'd be good. Maybe he forgot he was a black man. Maybe he knew he rubbed shoulders with Jay-Z, so, he good. Jay-Z cool with him. So if anything goes down, Jay-Z will get him off. But we saw other rappers that do time. T.I. did some time. Lil Wayne did some fucking time. I think Rick Ross Rick Ross might have, he was on house arrest or some shit. But you got to do what you got to fucking do if you on probation. Now, somebody said Meek Mill was given permission to leave. How the fuck did, hold on. Just one, I'm gonna say Philly, says he had permission to leave. If he had permission to leave, he would not have been locked up. His lawyer would have found, I don't understand what you're saying to me right now. So that's a little confusing, saying he had permission to leave. His lawyer wouldn't be. Now what the lawyer is doing, the angle that he's going to take is going at this prosecutor because she's hating on him because he didn't shout her out in the song. If he had permission to leave, don't you think that would have been the first thing his lawyer brought up? Do you think Meek Mill will still be in an orange suit? I don't know. I don't know. But that doesn't make any sense. What I do know is that when you violate the probation, when you do things like that, if you think because you got so much money you're above the system, and they come check your motherfucking ass. Renee Rita says if the PO gives permission, he can't get violated. Okay, well, again, if that's the case, what's up, Golden Black? If that's the case, then I don't understand. They're saying, okay, y'all saying his lawyer and PO signed off on it. So how the fuck is his lawyer not getting him off? I don't understand it. Maybe y'all can explain that to me. How, if he had permission from his PO and permission, I don't understand. I don't get that. Miss B says, no, he had permission a previous time and did not go, then went out of time at a later date and did not get the permission for that date. Now, to see, that makes sense. Motherfuckers telling me I'm crazy. Like, if he got permission from his lawyer and his PO, this lawyer wouldn't, that would be a no-brainer. He wouldn't be in an orange suit right now. I saw his mugshot earlier. So y'all, you know, to justify it by saying, oh, he had permission, that don't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense. So apparently he had permission for another time and he just saved it. Maybe he thought he had a little save, he could save the time and then go, you know, I guess do it later on. That I know that's not how it works. So he fucked up. You got a lawyer on deck. How you fuck up like that? To get permission, you get documentation signed. Dates are put on there. How he thought, oh, this shit says, for example, this shit says October the 1st through the 3rd, I can go to fucking Dubai and chill. But I ain't gonna go to Dubai. I'm gonna wait till the end of October and go and use the same document. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You have to have more sense than that. What you thought? I'm not letting Meek Mill get off with not. He is in a situation that many black men are not in. You got money. You got a lawyer on fucking on call to take care of shit. You still get fucked up for violating your probation. I'm not letting them off for that. This system is some bullshit. The fact that black men are suffering through this system is bullshit. Black people, period, is bullshit. But I'm not gonna let Meek Mill off. I can't let him off like that. I just can't. I'm not gonna say Meek Mill's an asshole. I think he may have just ego, you know, he just walked the fuck out. Like, yo, I'm out. And Kevin Graham says that he needs better advisement. I would say that a lot of these brothers, period, need some people around them that got a little sense to them. If they could call me, I'll be their goddamn mentor. I can keep them out of a lot of bullshit because I would simply say, yo, that's some bullshit. You shouldn't do that. The bus driver, whoever's around him, no, I'm not driving you. You can be mad. You can even fire me, but I'm not taking your motherfucking ass because I know what's going to happen. I'm your friend. I'm your homie. No, you're not going. You're not going to go. You got to sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere because shit's real out here in these streets. But they don't have friends like that. And then most black people, they'll, you know, kind of go along with the bullshit that's going on out here. No, I don't want friends like that. I don't want friends like that at all. Like it doesn't make any sense. You got to understand the situation that you're in as a black man in this country, especially to be out on probation. You got to understand where you are, and the people around him need to understand that shit too. Ain't nobody looking for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm a boss says, man, fuck Meek Mill. We need to be talking code, terms, and actions now. All caps, exclamation mark. Give me an example of what you mean, bro. You sound pretty passionate about codes and actions, because I'm talking codes and actions every week. Black people don't give a fuck. So the problem I have with black people, and I hate when motherfuckers do this shit or call themselves, you know, trying to say, well, let's talk about codes. Okay. Let's talk about codes then, y'all. Y'all want to do that? Let's talk about fucking codes and actions. I'm sitting here every fucking week talking about codes and actions, things black people should do, things they shouldn't do, things that should be important to us. These kids, raising them up, waking up the black man's mind, waking up the black woman's mind. This is what we're doing every fucking week. Not only me, but people since black and white motherfucking film. And what y'all keep doing is wanting to talk about codes and actions, but you're not talking about liberating the mind of the people you want to live by the codes and do the actions. That's impossible. So stop fucking saying that shit. You can talk about all codes you want to until the mind of the black man changes, the mind of the black woman changes. You're not going to get shit from any type of fucking code. You're not going to get any type of monolithic action from black people. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen ever, ever. The fact is that I even said when I first got on the fucking video that black people are my biggest adversaries. Do you think that with a people like that, you can talk codes and actions and something happens? You can't. You can't. All you can really do. You can't even get black people to boycott football. You can't get black people to boycott holidays. I've been begging for this shit for years. You want to talk about codes? Like, what are you supposed to do with these people? I don't understand. What do y'all want me? What more do you want me to say? Because I'm doing it every week. But I'm not even talking to black adults. I'm talking to these kids, really. Honestly. I give a fuck about these kids and them coming across my videos. That's where our codes and actions going to start, is with these children. That's where it's going to start. Talking to grown black folk, you can do that. And I do that with y'all, of course. Of course I'm going to do that with y'all. But you got to talk to these kids. You got to reach these kids. That's really where, if we're going to have a difference of this thing is going to change in any type of way, it's going to start with these kids. Period. Epidemic Beast, you wow. Epidemic Beast, you wild as hell. Tyrese voice, right? What more do you want from me? Like, for real though, like it's hard to, and I'm not knocking anybody. Of course, I'm not knocking anybody that talks about codes, because I'm going to get on here and I'm going to beg black people to have some pride. I'm going to talk about that. My moniker that I've been saying is a proudless people. I'm going to talk about that. But if you look out here in this world, the shit that black folk are interested in, the shit that black folk are doing, it's falling on deaf ears. That's what's happening. Many people back out completely. Many people dedicate their whole life to trying to get black people on code, per se. And it's difficult. It's very difficult, because you'll have people that say, and I saw this on, well, actually about this Meek Mill thing. Someone was talking about, well, the reason this is happening to black folk is because black folk ain't out there voting in Philadelphia. That's what's going on. But again, you vote for somebody that would be black or would be promising you things, and things aren't going to happen. They're still not going to happen because these people are still paid to work in this corrupt system. Money runs this system. We can't even get our people to boycott holidays. We are out here arguing over whether we're indigenous or not. B.O.B. came out last week and he said that he don't think the slave trade ever happened. You have this type of shit going on out here. You got people such as myself and just like Cynthia G and many other people out here that are trying to, you know, get in the minds of black folk. Look, this is what's going on. This is the situation you're in. But black folk aren't listening. Black folk are too interested in other things. Typically, it's going to be turning up, dick and or pussy, and vanity. That's it. That's how deep it is. Gossip. That's it. Celebrity. That's it. Like that's the minds that we're trying to tap into. That's the minds that we're trying to tap into, and it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult to tap into the minds of these people. But these kids is where it's at. These kids are where we have to start. I'm a boss says, Cole, stop paying offering and tithes to Lucifer in his temples. And I'm going to use your code, which basically stop tithing in church. What we going to do to keep black folk out of church? You see what I'm saying? Like, to have a code like that, what do you do to keep black people from even going to the church, to make black people put the fucking Bible down and understand that that shit is bullshit? We can't even do that. We can't even do that. Let alone getting to the part where we're tithing inside of the church. How the fuck are we even getting inside the church is my question. What are we still doing there every Sunday? We can't even do that. This is a very difficult, very, very difficult. That's how you've had all these books come out. You have all these great leaders come out, dedicate their lives. Black folks still run up in that church. See the system's fucked up. See how it's been turned up, how it's always been against black people. See how the hypocrisy of how it treats white people. We still at church. Still tithing. Still waiting on a blessing. Still waiting on Jesus to come back. We in the last days every goddamn year. Still every year. So you can have a code like that, but what is in the mind of the black person that's still going to church? What are they getting out of that? What does it do for them? That's the most difficult and most frustrating aspect of this, is not only speaking and trying to get black people to wake up, but seeing that it doesn't matter what you say, the core root in many black people is going to be, they're going to self-inflict the wounds that we're going to continue to suffer from generation after generation after generation. We're slitting our own goddamn throats. Slitting our own fucking throats. Because even if you run up in church, why you got your kids? Like, can you free the minds of your kids? But you can't. You pass that shit down. You pass that bullshit down to your kids. Some of y'all put some more codes on here. Put some more codes on here, y'all. Y'all comment codes. I'm gonna read some of them out. I'm a boss got another one. Says, talk to your family and friends and make attempts to wake them up. I actually had a whole video I did on this channel where there was a young lady that was asking me about freeing the mind of her people per religion. How do I go about getting with my family, or how do I go about waking my family up? And I'm gonna tell y'all from experience, you wasting your time talking to black folk about the truth as to where their religion came from. Because that's the angle you have to take with them, is where it came from. Talk about King James. That's the angle you try to take. When you start running down the history of King James, do you know that these motherfuckers will call that a conspiracy? Like, will call it a conspiracy, tell you that they're gonna pray for you, and if you don't get your life right, you're not gonna make it to heaven. And I'm just telling you where the author of your book came from. How this book was compiled. You can't even do that with black folk. You can't even do it. Mush the Great says BOE, black over everything. I fucks with that. I fucks with that. But you got so many people that's ashamed to be black. Do you have to put indigenous over everything? Hebrew Israelite over every goddamn thing. More over everything. We can't even get together on the word black. It's just tragic. It's sad and very fucking tragic. We can't even agree that black could be a monolithic term that we use for our people. We can't even do that. Can't be black over everything. I'm indigenous, you know. I'm indigenous now, so that black shit y'all talking about, that's some Crayola shit, cuz I can't even fuck with y'all now. I'm indigenous. I mean, this is what the fuck we're dealing with here. These are the type of people that we are dealing with here. Wow, really gold and black? Gold and black says copper colored is a new one too. That's actually might be biblical, because they said Jesus's feet burn like looks like burning brass. That's what people say, that Jesus had to be at least a brown man, you know. But I would think that if Jesus existed, he was a black as hell man. If anything, I don't really even see brass coming from that. But we have too many people out here that don't even love being black, out here bleaching their skin. All this self-hate going on, even in the motherland. Skin bleaching is a big thing out there. Jamaica too. Skin bleaching. People ain't even proud to be black. They want to be called black. But nobody want no parts of that shit. Black Soldier says, I told my family members they want to stay delusional. That's all you can do. And you can hope that possibly maybe they'll wake up per their religion at some point. But it's just like, you know, what the fuck can you do? What can you do? Some of y'all know, yeah, black folk will say black is some Crayola shit. Like, no, motherfucker, they put the crayon in a box, but black is the atmosphere. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a goddamn Crayola box, bitch. That makes up when you look up, that's black. They can call it midnight blue if they fucking want to. That is black. All this that surrounds this earth is black. But at least, again, the understanding of the color that we call it is black. Not the Crayola box. It makes up everything around this fucking planet, the space, outer space. It makes up so much more than a fucking Crayola box. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. People kill me with that shit. What you mean? There was not black. Black is the beginning, motherfucker. Like, in duality, even, like, black is the beginning. There can be nothing before black. It's impossible to have anything before black. Even in your religious text, it says that your God said, let there be light. That means before that time, it was black. Call it Crayola, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's black. How is that an insult? Like, again, it's sad. Oops, Daisy 1 says, I guess Sammy Sosa is ... pinkish. I saw a picture of Sammy Sosa today. Shade Room put his old bitch ass up there. He's pale-skinned white man now. Sammy Sosa, another one of them Negroes in the motherfucking sunken place that hated his dark skin. They hated his dark skin. And a lot of dark people do. Right, gold and black in the womb, that's black. Black is the beginning of everything. Again, this is the understanding of what we're going to call this color. I know people get caught up on the fucking schematics of the color, but I understand black is black. Even before and after this Crayola shit, black is everything. But black people don't look at it like that. Old Lady Justice says code ... from Nelly Fuller Jr. I respect Nelly Fuller. Says stop gossiping about your own. Man, black people bond on gossip. I remember when I was younger, my mom and her homegirls, and you know, her little friends. Some of y'all, you grew up in the house with your mom and stuff like that. Listening to black people talk, and particularly a lot of these black women talk, that's what they bonded on. Girl, did you hear about such and such and such and such? Even at the church. Y'all talking, even at the church. Girl, did you hear about sister such and such and such? Oh, Lord, this is the catalyst for conversation for many people. We don't even got nothing else to talk about. That's sad. We don't even have anything else to talk about, but I completely agree. I don't fuck with gossip. I don't like that shit. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense. Melanin Nation TM2 says black code equals black unity. Fuck the white bitches. I don't know what you talking about. Literally fuck white. The white, like fuck white chicks, like as far as interracial dating goes. But that's all it is. If black people can come together on something other than gossip, something other than going to church. Yeah, we'll come together, go to church, gossip, cook out, you know. We'll do shit like that, party. Party and shit like that. JK says, wow, that's a really racist channel full of black racists. Bitch, get the fuck out of. You shouldn't even have removed it. Don't even remove statements like that. If a white motherfucker wants to be in here saying some dumb shit, if he hears some form of racism, let me tell you what the fuck racism is, you bitch ass motherfucker. Racism is you looking at a people and based on the color of their motherfucking skin, you not only enslave them, you not only do that, but the conditions of your slavery is savagery, rape, murder, cutting off limbs, killing babies, doing experiments on a people for hundreds of years. Motherfucker, that's racist. You ain't heard nothing like that on this motherfucking channel, and you won't even hear shit like that on any motherfucking channel. But what you'll do and what white people like to do is pretend that for some reason, or pretend that just because we're talking about racism, we're talking about how racist these white savage motherfuckers are, that somehow that makes us racist, even though we ain't did shit. Racism is an act, motherfucker. It's not a verbalizing of words. I would even argue that a white person that would maybe say the word nigger, that ain't really got no motherfucking power. But that white motherfucker that's going to sentence that black man to prison for a nonviolent drug offense, motherfucker, that's racism. That 20 years he going to get for that fucking bullshit is racism. That's what racism is. That's what it is. Like, white people like to live in this fucking bubble where they'll pretend that they are the most intellectual motherfuckers in the world. They'll pretend they are the moral authority on the whole planet, but them bitches don't understand what the fuck racism is and don't understand that this motherfucker has nothing to do with racism. This is about unity amongst black people and the fact that we have to be unified because we have so many enemies that's your color against us at all times. This whole system is against us at all times. That's racist, you bitch ass motherfucker. I get tired of white folk, man. I get tired of them acting like they smart, but they're confused about what racism is, or they're confused about what a racist does. That bothers the fuck out of me. How the fuck can you call yourself smart and you don't even understand the creation that you brought to this planet? You don't even get that. You don't even understand that. These motherfuckers, man. That shit, boy. These white motherfuckers make me hot. It's about to be 2018. I don't got time for these motherfuckers. I don't got time for these motherfuckers, man. You motherfuckers doing syphilis experiments on black people and you talking about some goddamn racists. Get the fuck out of here, man. You talking about some fucking racists. Hanging black people. You talking about some fucking racist, bitch. The fuck out of here, man. God damn these motherfuckers, boy. But they the smart ones, though. They the smart ones, though. But clearly they don't understand what the fuck racism is and how it's practiced, how it looks, or anything. A whole system against black people, people of color. A whole system built around oppressing these people. And this is a racist channel? A racist channel? That's the least of your motherfucking concern, a racist fucking channel. Get the fuck out of here, man. God damn these motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers. I'm gonna bring it back down. Somebody else thumbs down that video. They thumbs down the shit after I went ham on his ass. But I had no choice. The white motherfucker left me no choice. I had no choice. There's nothing I can do. Let me bring it back. Actually, I'm gonna bring it back down. Let me hit my goddamn black real quick. I gotta breathe on this shit real quick. Let me breathe on it. Y'all listen. It's almost 2018. If black people don't get our shit together, we are in for a hell of a 2018. It's going to continue on like the hundreds of years before now. We have to understand that. We can talk about codes. We can deal with codes. But the fact of the matter is that we are going to have to make Black pride popular. It's going to have to become a cool secular thing, almost like like we make a lot of these trends. It'll have to become something cool like that to be a proud Black man, woman, and for your mission to be to have a proud Black child that's not out here cooning it the fuck up for white people, not letting white people say shit like they're racist or say some shit like that to them and they just suck it up, not doing anything in their power to blend in with white folk, because we have to understand that our children see us do that. When they can see us do that, that creates a problem. That's a code. We need to stop allowing our children to see us cower in the face of this fucking system, because all we teach them is to cower, assimilate, blend in. We teach them that. We pass that mentality down to our kids because they always seeing us bullshitting and kind of, being scared in front of white folk. I used to be around my mom, and I'll give y'all an example. I knew my mom at home, right? A lot of y'all may be able to testify to this. I knew who my mom was at home. I knew who she was. By the time she was around white folk, I'm looking at a whole new mama, whole new different mama, because she is around these pale-skinned motherfuckers and she felt as though she had to act like they wanted her to act. I'm looking at a whole different woman. That's what our kids are watching. That's what I watch Black people do constantly, trying to appeal to the sensibility of white folk, trying to, get white folk to look at them like they a different type, like, or something, like if they at least talk like white folk will respect you more. That is bullshit, because that's not happening. That hasn't worked for us for hundreds of years. But that's what our kids will get to see us do. We'll cower up around black folk, around other white folk, tucking our fucking tails around these white folk, because we scared they gonna look at us the wrong fucking way. Fuck that shit. We need to stop passing this shit down to our children. It creates a society of Black kids that feel as though if you got to be proper around this motherfucker, if you got to act right in front of them, that makes them your righteous and heavenly God. It does, at least in my opinion. Because why come when you around Black folk, ain't none of that shit then, but in the eyes of God, you're going to talk right. You're going to talk as proper and as close to them as you possibly can, because you look at them as your God. They are your moral fucking authority. That's the shit our kids get to watch us do. They watch us do that constantly. We shaping up, we tightening, we standing up straight for these motherfuckers. Like, who the fuck are they? But that's how we act. We ashamed to be Black. Now, I'm not saying that Black folk don't have some things that we do that we don't need to fucking do. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But when it comes time to be around these motherfuckers, who it don't matter if that bitch ass motherfucker got a suit on or not, he's probably a goddamn savage. Seriously. He's probably a savage. But you still trying to be proper for him. And this motherfucker got a body in his trunk. That's what we have to stop doing. Angola Win says, first thing, stop talking negatively about your women. Stop blaming them for everything. It makes you look weak. Alpha males don't bitch. They come and assess the situation and do what they got to do. I agree to that to a point. Because one thing that we have to understand is that we cannot ignore the role of the Black woman. Now, you can talk about Black men. Now, I'm not saying that, that men should be just bashing women, but we can't ignore that. Well, I don't think that's going to be healthy for anybody. Just like Black men can't ignore Black men. Can't nobody be ignoring shit right now. Everybody got to get their shit together. And it's not going to come by just letting Black women slide through Like they ain't out here on some bullshit sometimes. It's not going to work like that. I don't believe that's how you get, progress. I think everybody decides, well, yes, this needs to change. Yes, these attitudes need to change. Yes, these behaviors need to change. And then everybody changes them together. That's how I come at stuff anyway. We got to do this shit as a team. Got to do it as a team. Because we can't do it by ourselves. Black men, again, we are leaders, again, alpha males, leaders, but we can't do it by our damn selves. We can't. Who's the first teacher of a child? Anybody can answer this question. Who's the first teacher of a child? Period. Doesn't matter. The first teacher of a child, not saying the black man does not teach a child. I'm doing it constantly. But the first teacher of a child is the woman. So her mind got to be on code too. Her mind got to be right too. She got to not be passing down this self-hating, passing down, begging white folk for acceptance. That's what was passed down to me by a black woman. That can't be ignored. That can't be ignored. It's actually passed down to me by a black woman and my black father. We didn't really have any black pride talk, but that can't be ignored. We got to get this shit together as a team. We got to get this shit together as a team. I'm a boss says code. Don't celebrate, buy ornaments, lights, or gifts for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving and Christmas. Do you know the amount of backlash anybody that talked about Halloween got from black folk? If you can't do Halloween, Thanksgiving is not going to happen. Christmas is not going to happen. We'll have to start in October. We should be starting in January, goddamn it. We shouldn't be fucking with none of this shit. But if we can't do this, you best believe the Negro is not passing up a feast. Not going to happen. We're not passing up no goddamn feast. And a feast comes with Thanksgiving, and a feast comes with Christmas, along with all the traditions, even if the traditions are against the very religion that most black people practice, which is Christianity. Even if the traditions, I made a video and I told black people what the Christmas tree represents. I done told black people where these rituals come from. They don't care. They don't care. That's a hell of a code. I love that code. And I've been begging for that code. Been begging for it. But that's what I'm saying when I say that the mind of the people has to change first, or these codes is just words thrown into the air. I've been begging. I've been begging, and black folk be the ones mad at me. Not even white folk. Ain't that crazy? Not even white folk. When I say black people need to boycott, fuck this bullshit ass system, fuck giving them all this money, ain't white folk that's mad. It's black folk that's mad. Because tradition and clouded our goddamn minds so heavily, so deeply. And black folk believe they are worshiping the birth of their Jesus Christ on Christmas. They ain't about to let that shit go. They ain't about to let that shit go. Actually, for somebody said Christmas tree is hanging equals symbolic. Actually, what the Christmas tree represents is a phallus. Because what the Christian or what the Roman Catholic Church was able to do was to jack pagan traditions. Pagans worshipped sex gods, sex goddesses. That's the type of shit they were into. That Christmas tree represents a big old dick with a star at the top, trimming around it, little lights and ornaments and shit. That's their worship of the reproduction god. Ain't that crazy? I done told black folk this. You know what they told me? That's not what it mean to me. Yeah. Can't beat that. Like, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that. When you give black folk knowledge and they say, well, that ain't what it mean to me. I know what's in my heart whenever I hang this goddamn Christmas tree. What's in your heart when you hang a fucking Christmas tree for your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? What does that got to do with Jesus? They ain't even had no goddamn Christmas trees in Africa where your Jesus was at. But black folk, they don't care. I'm telling you. It's the traditions that people are addicted to. They don't care. They do not care about shit. I'm telling you, any information you give black folk, even if it's the most savagest shit ever made, well, I'm celebrating me, you know, spending time with my family. Man. Right. Miss B says, code, no matter what belief system is practiced, always unite. White supremacists don't care if another white practices a different religion. They stay on code with the religion of white supremacy first. That's what I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. But it's hard. It's hard for black folk to do that because what your religion teaches you is that you must save other people. That's what the religion teaches you. You are supposed to be essentially a disciple of Jesus Christ. You're supposed to bring people to him. And if you don't bring them to him, then they're not getting to heaven, they're going to hell. It's hard for you to unite with a motherfucker that's looking and you looking at them like, damn, you going to fucking hell. I ain't want to be around you. I don't want to be around the type shit you into. But that goes back to the religion itself. If we just get rid of the religion itself, then ain't no religion. Then you unite like a motherfucker. Now I understand how white supremacy works. Because white folk, for the most part, they know the people that created that religion, they know it's not real. That's why they out here getting money. It's not that they don't care about what religion that they people are. It's that the fact that they don't have no damn religion. The people that run this fucking world, they don't give a fuck about religion. They know it's fake. They understand that it's fake. It was only put out here to control people. Us regular folk. They don't give a fuck about the religion is not even there for them. Money is a religion for them. White supremacy and money is the religion. But when black people are getting their religions, they're not being taught black pride first. Before you teach me, if I'd have been taught before I learned about Jesus, if I'd have been taught, say about, you know, black pride, Malcolm X and his teachings and Black Panther Party, I'd have rather had that than Jesus any day. But that ain't what I got. That's not what's being passed down. And Christians not going to bond and click up with atheists because they going to hell. They're not going to bond and click up with Muslims because they going to hell. So that, you know, that shit is programmed into the mind of a person that would be religious, is that you ain't going where I'm going because your shit wrong. So that makes that a little, I wish we just get rid of religion altogether and just black power, black pride. That's it. All this other shit ain't no point in it. That's what I wish we would do that. I wish we would just do that. Torin Rain Live, what's up, brother? What is up, my man Torin in the house? Says, when I relieved myself of various things I was taught growing up, that's when I was able to think freely. Probably why it's easy for me to come up here and speak with no filter on the shit I speak on. Exactly. Exactly, man. I was able, when I let go of that bullshit, man, it felt a weight come up off me. Like, man, I'm not waiting around for this motherfucker to judge me every fucking day. I'm gonna get out here and be about this knowledge. Fuck this religious bullshit. Fuck all this Jesus bullshit. I'm just gonna get out here and be about this knowledge and have no fear whatsoever. Because if you're religious, there's one thing you fear, and particularly with Christianity, you fear hell. That means you have fear in your heart at all times. You fear hell. Once you get rid of, you take that shit out of your fucking spirit, take that shit out of your heart. It frees your mind. It frees you. It frees you up. Right. Let me see what say. R Brooks 212 says, we come together or we perish. And that is the God's honest motherfucking truth. You come together or you perish. That's what we have witnessed. Now, we ain't perished yet. We still out here. But if we want these conditions to change, we most definitely have to get our shit together. We have to. We don't have a fucking choice. We need to unite. and unite on something on a basic level of look at your condition, look at the conditions you've been in. What can you do? What can we do to change the conditions? It'll have to come first on changing your mind. That's all it is to it. And we passing this bullshit down to our children. Loa Dacio says, Rob, why do you hate white people? I would ask you to give me the evidence that you have that I fucking hate white people. Matter of fact, give me and double up and give me the evidence that you have that make you believe that white people are important enough for me to hate them. Tell me, you give me that, because when you ask me that, I feel as though you're arrogant because you feel like you matter to me and you don't. You're not even an entity to me for me to hate. You're nothing. You're just a person. You was born pale. You can't go out in the sun like you want to. That holds you back, right? What the fuck? Why would I hate you? How important do you believe you are to my existence to where I'm going to hate you? What I do hate is the fact that my people's minds have been brainwashed by people like you or your people that got us out here hating our fucking selves, miseducating us in these bullshit ass school systems. That's what I hate. You yourself, you in particular, you're nothing to me. You're nothing. How important do you think you are? Loa Dacio. Comment that. Let me hear how important you think you are. Because y'all are real arrogant. Y'all are real arrogant. To think that somebody hates you when you out here on YouTube watching my channel. What the fuck I'm gonna do with hating you? This system, I hate. If I can get a Bilderberg motherfucker, I hate them motherfuckers. The Rothschilds, the Koch brothers, I hate those motherfuckers. But you? White people in general? Like, what the fuck am I hating you for? You're suffering. The fuck? The fuck am I gonna hate you for? You out here suffering and too dumb to realize it. I'm waiting. I'll be waiting on that comment. I'll be waiting on that comment. I want to know how important you think you are to me, to where I'm gonna hate you. For real, man. These white folk, they get real like, motherfucker, y'all hate us. Like, we ain't built no system against y'all. Like, what the fuck? We trying to free the minds of our people that's trapped into your system that y'all built. Like, ain't nobody, like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all are mentally deranged, delusional. You suffering. Understand that. It's crazy, man. We have to be, and black people understand that when white folk ask you stuff like this, when they ask you these types of questions, it's only to try to make you look like you aren't humane, that you have a problem with this group of people, and you have to not let them trap you into those situations. Because hate for what? Hate what? Who are you to hate? Who are you? You have to, don't let them box you in like that, because you speaking the truth about the shit their people do. They'll try to box you in and ask, and then become a victim. Like, oh, why you hate white people? Don't let them treat you like that. Don't let them trap you like that, because they will try. They will always try. For real, man. That shit bothers me. Anybody that knows me in real life, like I'm not running around here hating random ass fucking white folk. Like, get the fuck out of here. That motherfucker making my food. Hell, that motherfucker goddamn making my goddamn food. What the fuck? In the same situation. Fuck I'm hating you for? You all up at the Walmart bagging my groceries and shit. Like, the fuck out of here. Roxanne Looney says Fred Hampton died because he opened poor white people's eyes. The elite is not having it. That's actually why they got hope to your boy Martin Luther King too. Once he started trying to get people to unite based on the fact that this shit fucked up. Based on that, then that's going to be a problem. Because white folk delusional as fuck, man. They delusional. They delusional. They had to take that brother out. Because Fred Hampton was trying to let motherfuckers know that you fucked up. You white. Cop might not beat your ass, but you fucked up. Your life is fucked up. Your life fucked up too. Ain't nobody calling you a nigger. They ain't yelling at you, but your shit fucked. For real. Yeah, I see he never really replied to answering that question. That's another thing white folk like to do. They'll ask some questions. You ask them some shit back, they ain't got nothing for you. They ain't got nothing for you. Yeah, a black man did have Fred Hampton. He set Fred Hampton up. Right, Rant Radio, same as Malcolm X after he came back from the Mecca, because he saw white Muslims over there. They don't want these dumbass lower class white folk. They don't want them motherfuckers. And they actually, they know they don't want them waking the fuck up to what situation that they're in. They want them to always feel better than black people because they can look at black people and call us fucking niggers. That's it. That's the advantage that white folk have been comfortable with for this long. And look at how stupid you have to be to just be able to call somebody a nigger, or just be able to have those, racist ass fucking feelings passing down to your kids so they'll hate black people too for no fucking reason. Just for that, they'll suffer with a smile on their fucking face. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Right, I heard about that. The real Aaron's Collins says they at Walmart shooting folks too. White man shot 3. I think he killed 3 people or some shit up at the Walmart. These motherfuckers out here going ham. These motherfuckers out here going ham. These white folk, I'm telling you, they sick. They sick. They are sick. Right, exactly, Linda Galloway. Every time black people speak up and wake up, whites attack, most definitely. Attack, or they'll try to shame you for speaking up for your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll try to make you feel like, I didn't own slaves. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you, get the fuck out of here. That's how you gotta treat them. Get your bitch ass the fuck out of here. Go get you some understanding and come back. Now, one thing I will do for white folk is sometimes, they'll come to me, want some information. I'll give them some white folk that they can go, listen to, i.e. Jane Elliott and i.e. Tim Wise. Sometimes a lot of people don't fuck with Tim Wise, but if you need to hear from white folk or some white people, go talk to them. Go listen to them tell you. For real. The motherfucker's sick, man. They sick out here. Mad love, y'all. Y'all know I done went over my time. I'm about to get the fuck out of here, man. What I do want to say is mad love to everybody that came by checked out the video. I'll be chopping this down and putting it up on my main channel, just so the people that's over there that, man, I didn't know what was going on, and they actually get to watch it. If you're not subbed to this channel already, subscribe to this channel. I'll be doing my live streams from here. And I'll be doing my Just Ask Rob videos from here too. Actually, I got some of those to do this week. Got a lot of emails coming in. So mad love to everybody sending those emails in that are wanting to hear what I got to say about some of the problems that they may be having in their situation. So mad love to everybody even trust me with their situations to give them advice as to what they should do. And of course, shout out Team Rob, everybody that shows love, everybody that supports me, everybody that's here right now, from Cynthia's page to mad love to Cynthia G, mad love to Brother Torrin, mad love to everybody, man. That's just, you know, spreading the word. We got to come together, put our heads together, and get, you know, black people on code, and make us even have the mentality that will respect the code, because right now we don't have the mentality that will respect any type of code, any code. And that's what we have to do, is change the minds of the people. Malcolm X said that himself. You can't get the people to move until you change the minds of the people. And that's Brother Malcolm said that, and that's back then. That hasn't changed yet. All right? Mad love to everybody that came through and watched. Y'all click the like button, click the share button, comment if you feel the need to comment, show some love to my new channel, and I'll be seeing y'all. All right? I'm out.